The second aspect I wanted to ask was, if instead of putting up that message, these two people had essentially disabled the whole thing, brought it down, effectively repossessed the property. Not actually put up a message, but it's just really not accessible. You essentially repossess. Why is that wrong? I give you something, you don't pay me the money, I take it back. I'm done.
See, even that is hacking denial of service. For recovering your money, you have other legal
ways. You haven't paid for it yet.
Well, that's where the big debate is. What you are saying is absolutely correct. What our friend here is saying is also absolutely correct. Why? Because it's a fundamental principle. I cannot steal my own belongings. So in this case, the two boys technically have the administration rights. Now, money has not exchanged hands. I could understand if 10,000 rupees had come in, then not a problem. Then this guy Manmohan Gupta becomes the owner, and then he's got a valid right to say my website has been hacked. But if you haven't paid for web space, which is given to you on whatever charity or on some relationship, and then money is demanded from you and you don't give back the money, what's the legality? Well, the laws are not clear. This is India's first case of hacking under Section 66 of the IT Act. When you looked at from the angle of the police, was there a response that side?
Go ahead.
Okay. What I'm saying was that if you look from the police's angle, they are right. It is a case of hacking under the IT Act. Why do I say it's a case of hacking? Because the IT Act does not merely talk about merely unauthorized access. Let me reproduce from my memory what does Section 66 say. Section 66 under the IT Act defines the offence of hacking, and I call it the Mother India provision. Why do I call it the Mother India provision? It's a provision that is a brahmastra, a Ramban in the hands of the police for all times to come. Why? I go and teach at the National Police Academy in Hyderabad, and I tell to my students who are the SPs of the country that the moment you come across any cybercrime, anytime, and you feel you are up against a wall, or you don't have a provision, or you don't know under who to book, close your eyes, think about God, and book it under 66. Why? Because 66 is the widest possible known legal definition of hacking. 66 says, whoever intending to cause or knowing that he is likely to cause wrongful loss or damage to any person or the public, destroys, alters or deletes any information residing in a computer resource, or diminishes its value or utility, or affects it injuriously by any means, commits hacking. Section 66(2) says whosoever commits hacking is punishable with 3 years imprisonment and 2 lakh rupees fine. Non-bailable, cognizable offence, you're not entitled to bail as a matter of right. Now, as a technical person, I'm happy with these 3 parameters. Look, 66 talks about 2 things. You could either do things with the intention to cause a wrongful loss, or you could do it with the knowledge that you could cause wrongful loss. Broadly, 5 parameters is what 66 says. You could either destroy, alter or delete any information. That is traditional, typical hacking as we all understand. The law goes 2 steps further. It says if you diminish the value and utility, that's hacking. Or if you affect it injuriously by any means, that's hacking. Hold on. How do you determine what is diminishing a value? Is there a formula? I don't have a formula. Does the law have a formula? Sorry, it does not have. How do you calculate the diminishing of utility of electronic information? So, I go into your system, I just merely read your file and I come out. Is that hacking? Yes, because you will say, I've read your file and you have diminished the value and utility of my file. That's 66. Or if I have affected it injuriously by any means. So I just go inside, put in some malware and come out. Have I hacked into your system? Well, the law says yes, you have affected the information injuriously by any means. I go and release the computer virus into your system. Is it hacking? Yes, it's hacking. Anything and everything that you do. I mean, this is one, I was asked this question last year by this guy who was studying this police in Sikkim. He says, sir, but hold on. In cybercrime, there's some diminishing. I said, that's what the beauty of the law is. Any kind of cybercrime, new, old, emerging, not yet perceived, will cause some kind of wrongful loss to somebody. Or it will cause wrongful loss to the person, or to the public. And at any point of time, it will land into diminishing of value or utility. So you come under 66, whatever it's be the case. So after this, we have now been seeing 66 is like the default section. Anything I can't understand, phishing, come under 66. Identity theft, come under 66. Cyber squatting, come under 66. You come to think of it, cyber defamation, you come under 66. Phishing, any kind of email scams, Nigeria 419 scams, anything, we come under 66 of the ITI.
I think, Pavan, that is where the dilemma is. If you look at the penetration of internet and the cyber in the last couple of years and the technological advancements, I'm not sure whether the law is keeping pace with the changes. There's a lot of ambiguity which still rests with the Section 67, as you mentioned. Is there a need, or is there thinking in the government that we need to make all these provisions more explicit with the kind of things which are happening now, or the kind of perceived threat which we contemplate will happen in the next couple of years? What is the thought process from that direction?
Okay, let me, yeah, there's a question there, please go ahead.
Yeah, question is that you're talking about section 66. Initially, all the crimes are defined on that, but how many really crimes are really taken that particular route and the punishment has been given under that 66? Because many times we land up in either giving a punishment, either IPC or some other things. So, is there a case really given a punishment through IT Act, section 66?
Okay, let me give you a good piece of news. There's not been a single conviction under 66. It's been now 8 years since 66 is in operation. Not a single case of conviction. Now, your second question, how many convictions? If you look at India as a whole, a country of billion plus, a country where internet was introduced on 15th of August 1995 on a commercial basis. Today, when I talk to you on 26th of November 2008, India has only seen 3 cybercrime convictions. A span of more than 13.5 years, 3 cybercrime convictions, out of which just 1 conviction that's happened under the Indian Penal Code and 2 have happened under the IT Act. So it's an absolutely bad kind of a record for the police, and the statistics all go and speak against the deficiency of the law, and that's where I come to it. The government is alive to the fact that the law is not very sufficient. The law needs more updation. But the government says, okay, we will act. So a couple of days back, the government has acted. We've had news that the Indian cabinet has given its approval to the proposed amendments to the Information Technology Act 2000. And guess what? What is the highlight of these proposals? The highlight of the proposals is, well, the next time you commit a cybercrime in India, be rest assured you will now not be caught. Because the government, rather than going ahead and adding new kind of offences, has said all cybercrimes will now be bailable offences. So the next time you are caught in a cybercrime and you are arrested, you are entitled to bail there and then. As and when, because the law is going to make it bailable. And what will you do once you are released on bail? You'll immediately go back and remove all electronic traces of all your electronic misactivities or misendeavors. So I think the government has completely missed the bus and has thrown the baby out of the window. Rather than making the law far more progressive, far more comprehensive, the law says, hold on, cybercrime, no problem. Get a bail right away. So that, we want corporate India. Now here's corporate India, shouting its lungs that, hold on, we want more protection. Why? Because people are misusing, people are being very, very ingenious. We want more provisions, like phishing is happening, other things are happening, identity thefts are happening. But the government has said, like for example, hacking is proposed, currently it's 3 years, the government has reduced the quantum to 2 years. So the moment you reduce it below 3 years,